In the last video, we looked at some of the common processing tools that are found in FL Studio and how they can be applied to the loaded impulse response in Convolver. One of those tools was the equalize tool. And in this video, we're going to take a look at another equalizer. However, unlike the EQ in the last video, this one performs its processing in real time. Note that the EQ acts on the impulse response, not directly on the audio passing through the plugin. To access the EQ, simply click on where it says Equalizer. Upon doing so, we'll switch the impulse response view to the spectral view, with an envelope curve much like the ones we already looked at in the previous videos. Here, as you can see, I already have a fairly basic EQ in place, but before I can hear it, I need to apply it. I can set the amount of EQ that is applied with the EQ knob control along the top of the interface. Increasing this parameter will apply more of the EQ to the reverb results. To create an EQ curve is fairly straightforward, but let's take a look. First thing I want to do here is to clear the curve I have already created by clicking on the Options menu icon from the lower left-hand corner and selecting Reset. And upon doing so, any changes made to the curve will be removed and the curve will have only 2 points. As you might expect, the left side of the window represents the lower frequency range and the right side represents the higher frequency range. If you are to click to enable step mode, the cursor will be replaced with a pencil mark. With this tool, it is possible to draw in your desired curve. And just as with the envelope editors we looked at for volume and panning, we can also change the shape and contour of the curve by adjusting the tension handles in between the anchor points. Typically, using the step edit mode will be the easiest way to draw in your curve. However, you can also do it by adding or removing individual anchor points to specific frequencies. To do this, you must first disable step edit mode. Next, right-click along the horizontal axis at the frequency or frequency range where you want the curve to affect. This will add an anchor point. Of course, chances are you're going to want to place a few more anchor points so you can further customize the filter curve. If you have the snap option engaged, when you move anchor points, they will be automatically snapped to semitones and their respective frequency. Once you have a filter curve that you like, you can enable the freeze option, which essentially locks the curve so no accidental changes or edits can be made. And that brings us to the end of this video tutorial series of FL Studio's powerful convolution reverb, Convolver.